Now we're going to talk about signs for the crossroads. People in the general meetings were saying, give us the signs that you want in the crossroads. So we're going to show you what some of that is. These are signs to advertise your room to get people to come there. We're going to talk about door decorating. I had mentioned that earlier. And then we're going to talk about hallway decorations. You guys have seen street scenes, right? You haven't seen. Okay, so we'll show you some pictures. We talk about hall decorating, what a finished hall looks like. You'll be very impressed. And then we're going to talk about the new tear-down stacking procedure, which will make it easier for everybody. Hallway signs. What I'm going to do now is just show you some signs that I've collected over the years. I didn't collect them with any malice of foresight to say, hey, this one's great, this one is not. I've collected them to show you what people have done to give you ideas, and you can do whatever works for you. And well, I'll tell you a story when we get to it. So, signs that have been done. This is printed on 4 sheets of paper and pasted to a piece of poster board. Cut out letters. Irish pub. And the Irish pub used photographs of their entertainers. And the Irish pub typically has more than one entertainer or entertaining group. So they had more than one of these. This is McNulty step dancing. I want to dwell on this a little bit. If you do something like this and you want the photos back, then what you got to do is go and collect these things during teardown. Otherwise, everything is going into the trash. And I think if the entertainers provide you photos, they may want them back. More in the Irish pub. And this was a list of the entertainers. Pat Gahan at 7 o'clock, Karen Regan at 8 o'clock, and so forth. Sometimes rooms put up show signs, and this is a simple clock, show times, that tells when the next time a show is going to go on in the room. And you know what happens is the shows are supposed to run for like 25 minutes. And then there's like a 10-minute break to let the room change out and to air it out a little bit. And then they do the show over again. So there'll be in the variety, there will be a schedule what time the shows go on in each room. You haven't seen variety.
Yeah, I was at the other meeting, I saw it. It's a yellow handout.
Well, the color changes.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so you saw it. And in here, there will be a list of rooms and show times.
Is that a sample I can have or no?
Yes, you can. There's the showtime schedule, the school layout with room names, and the show schedule. Would you like one?
Yeah, it'd be great.
Okay, going back to this again is something that was printed out on a computer and then just some magic marker put on it. The printer from the computer are pasted on. The Corey Loan show, and they got some pictures and copied them on a copy machine and then did their own writing. Incidentally, yellow is an extremely bad color because it doesn't stand out. If you use yellow, you must outline it in a contrasting color or it will just fade away.
Now, where are these signs going?
The signs go in the crossroads. And I'll show you some pictures of that. So if you think of the school, there's the 800 corridor, the 700 corridor, 500, 600, 400, 200, 300, 100, connected by the lounge, the gym, the cafeteria, and the auditorium. These intersections are referred to as the North Crossroads and the South Crossroads. They've always asked for 4 signs, so they can put signs here, 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 and here. So as the crowd moves around, they see the sign. The object here now is to advertise your room. Now, if you gave them 12 signs, they would scatter them around elsewhere. But what they like to have is 4. If you don't give them any, do you get fired? No. What they're trying to do, what signs is trying to do, is allow you to advertise your rooms. This is one we did for our room. Willie Pickens was our pianist. The theme was Street Scenes Takes a Cruise. And so we had the SS Carmel. Willie and the Kids was the name of the entertainment group. We said it was a jazz cruise. And we had a little clock here for showtime. Interesting thing here, I said we got to make a sign. And this gal who was helping us paint scenery said, I love doing stuff like that. This is what she did. So more, I can't mind drawing a mind blank. What is it? The letters that are cut out, stencils. Letters from stencils and pictures. Cut out letters, a little bit of sparkle here, a little bit of hand drawing. All by hand. All by hand. They use these vivid colors to make them stand out in the darkened hallways. I Love Lucy show. All sorts of pictures of Lucy and the cast interposed on hearts. Pictures, of course, were made on the copy machine. The Love Boat, the Princess and the Stack of Peas, Princess and the Pea.
Now, do we put the name of the band on there too? Or
Sure, anything you want.
how do we know which band is assigned to our room?
You'd have to get that from the entertainment chairperson. If your band changes on different nights, then I wouldn't put it on.
Yeah, okay.
But
Should we just stick with our theme, Wine Across America, or whatever, wine?
well, I think if you get the band and can advertise them, that's good, because the band, there's some followers of the band are going to come.
Yeah.
And people are coming really to see the entertainers. That's the draw into the room, as opposed to who's sponsoring the room. I'm not trying to cut down sponsors, but I mean really people go because they want to hear. Like we advertised Jazz Cruise because our group was jazz. Incidentally, that Willie is the guy who was all written up. If you read these kind of articles in the Tribune, there was almost a full-page article on the Tribune a couple days ago. Okay, so another one, somebody who had a little bit of drawing talent. Here's one that we did for our room, and this was a mistake. Looked pretty good, but we call it the Groovy Louvre because we were jazz, and so the artist palette for the Louvre, and then we put the colored pictures of our entertainers on here. Did not look into what the cost was going to be and got a bill for $60 with no approval ahead of time to do something like this. So we swapped some tickets for relief of the bill. But anyhow, thought it was a pretty neat idea. We just didn't say what our colored photograph's going to cost us. I can critique that one because I did, my room did. So, cutouts, somebody stenciled them obviously and then cut them out. Some more on the Princess and the Pea, but what they did here, notice they put some glitter around the edges. Here's one for 42nd Street. This was more on Lucy, but showing the use of glitter. One that bought some stuff and put it on the, where, you know, this kind of stuff can be bought commercially. And again, stuff being pasted on. Here they took a picture of a rose, copied it. Here's a picture of the Entertainers. Classic rock and original live music. Anyhow, some examples of what people have done. I'm going to show you some pictures that you can see, you'll be able to see what's been done and how they're displayed. So you can see there's quite a difference. Something done 8.5 by 11, they probably ran off a gazillion of them and spread them around the school. This is some of the decoration school has done. There will be large, almost 4 by 8 sheets, up more like 4 by 6, I think, that use that advertisers pay for. This is in the hallway. This is a hallway bar here, so these are the tubs for the bar. But whose line is it anyway? That would be the improv show. These are drink price signs, and then advertisements for rooms. Here, room 401 was sponsored by the hockey moms, I guess, hockey parents. And so go to room 401, the name of it was the penalty box.